On a night colder than his fears, a lost seeker wandered through a silent wilderness. Every step felt heavier than the last. He wasn't running from the world anymore. He was running from himself. He whispered into the darkness, "If anyone can hear me, I don't know what to do anymore." The wind stopped, the night stilled, and in the quiet, a presence awakened. A gentle voice rose from the shadows, not loud, but unmistakably clear. "Why do you hide your heart from the one who shaped it?" The seeker froze. His breath trembled. He wasn't alone anymore. A soft glow, warm, impossible, began to form behind him. Not fire, not moonlight, something living. He turned slowly and saw a figure draped in light standing as calmly as the night itself, eyes full of depth, presence full of peace. Jesus in the wilderness. The seeker staggered back, barely believing what stood before him. "Why me?" he whispered. "Why would someone like you appear to someone like me?" Jesus stepped closer, light brushing softly across the darkness. "Because even the strongest storms listen when a breaking heart calls out." The seeker fell to his knees. He confessed every fear buried inside him, his mistakes, his failures, his shame. He spoke like a man who had held storms inside for far too long, and Jesus listened, without judgment, without interruption, with the kind of silence that heals. Jesus knelt beside him. "You believe this wilderness is outside you," he said softly. "But the wilderness that hurts the most is the one you carry inside your chest." The seeker lowered his head. He knew it was true. His battles were not with the world, but with the fears he never faced. "I feel like I'm falling apart," the seeker whispered. Jesus placed a hand over his heart. "Then let yourself fall," he said, "for only the broken seeds ever become trees." A warmth spread through the seeker, gentle, steady, like a dawn rising inside him. The seeker finally let go. All the anger, all the guilt, all the weight he carried for years flowed out like a river. He whispered, "I don't know who I am anymore." Jesus replied, "Then tonight, let us find you again." The seeker collapsed into the earth, breath shaking, but this time, he didn't collapse in despair. He collapsed in release. Jesus stepped forward, placing a hand on his shoulder with the tenderness of someone who had carried every burden himself. A soft, golden light cut through the wilderness, pushing back the cold, pushing back the fear. The seeker felt something he hadn't felt in years: warmth. "When your strength breaks," Jesus said, "God does not step away. He steps closer." And for the first time in a long time, the seeker believed him. The golden light grew stronger, illuminating a narrow path between the dark trees. The seeker watched it, a road he had never noticed before, a road waiting for him. Jesus walked beside him, each step steady, silent, yet filled with purpose. "This path was always yours," Jesus said gently, "but you could not see it until you stopped running." The seeker swallowed hard. "Will the journey be easy?" Jesus smiled softly. "If it were easy, you would not become who you were meant to be." The seeker nodded, ready, not because he felt strong, but because he finally stopped hiding. They reached a point where the dark and the light split in two directions. Jesus stopped. "Every soul reaches this place," he said, "where fear and faith stand side by side, waiting for you to choose." The seeker looked at the darkness, familiar, comfortable, the life he knew. Then he looked at the light, uncertain, new, but calling him. "What if I fail?" he asked. Jesus placed a hand on his back. Then you rise, and if you fall again, you rise again. The only true failure is choosing the path that keeps you the same. The seeker took a breath, deep, steady, full of courage he never knew he had. He stepped toward the light. As he walked, the wilderness behind him melted into shadows and memory. The heaviness in his chest lifted like dust in the wind. Jesus walked beside him, the glow around him growing brighter, stronger, purer. You are not who you were, Jesus said softly, and you are not yet who you will be. But tonight, you have begun. The seeker looked ahead, a horizon rising with dawn. For the first time in his life, he wasn't afraid of the journey. He was becoming the kind of person he once prayed to meet. And as the first light of morning broke the sky open, Jesus whispered, "Walk forward. Heaven walks with you."